February 27th is the new moon in Pisces, and it's a time to believe in the flow, to trust in the flow, to use a flow of energy instead of force to make amazing things happen. And we're going to get into all of that today in all the Feng Shui. Now, if you're new here, my name's Claudat. I'm a modern Feng Shui master. I created a whole method and school of Feng Shui, which is unlike anything else in the world. You'll find that nothing here is confusing. Nothing here requires a giant leap of faith, and everything we do is wildly creative. And if you want to become a Feng Shui professional this year, the School of Intention Professional Feng Shui Certification Program is now open for 2025 registration. And there is a link below in the description box to learn more and join us. Now, as we get into the new moon in Pisces Feng Shui, I want you to be thinking about one big word: immersion. Immersion. Immersion is the energy of this time. Mars is coming out of retrograde motion. It is starting to speed up. Momentum is speeding up. And there is a sense that it is time to immerse yourself in what it is you want. There are other retrogrades starting. We have a Venus retrograde. We have a Mercury retrograde, all to help us immerse ourselves in the things that we want, the things that we want to change, the things that we want to make better. So what is it that you can immerse yourself in? So to give you an example, I have an incredibly hard time learning a language if I sit in a classroom, but if you throw me in a country for a few months, I will start speaking the language. I don't know how it works, but immersion is the only way. And that is the only way for me to learn. Now, for many of you, immersion is the only way for you to make a big change. So if you have a long-standing habit and nothing seems to do it, maybe you went on a retreat and boom, everything changed and you came back home and you were like, wow, I'm so happy I did that because that just changed everything. I was able to shut off everything else, really focus and break through this thing. That is powerful. Immersion is the key to making big changes. Now, what's the biggest immersion you can have? Your environment. Your home can be the biggest immersion in your whole life. So not all of us can go on a retreat or take a month off or take a sabbatical for a year and immerse ourselves in learning something or doing something new or changing something that we want to change. But what we all can do is immerse ourselves at home in the energy that we want. And when you start doing that, things change dramatically. And if you want to start immersing yourself in this energy in the most comprehensive way possible, I have linked below the free Feng Shui manifesting class. It is the prelude to the breakthrough camp, and it is one of the best classes in terms of energetics to start shifting and changing and just boosting and magnetizing your space in ways that you have probably never tried before. If you have never done this class, please sign up. I think you're going to love it. When you start doing that, you start feeling like, wow, this is kind of like being on vacation, because everywhere I look, I see joy, I see inspiration, I have fun, I have pleasure, I have peace, I have grounding, I have spirituality. Everything you want is going to be all around you in your space. If we want something, we want to be steeped in it. We want to be living it. It's very hard to try to control your mind, right? It's very hard to try to say, I'm going to think only positive thoughts all day long. That's really mental gymnastics. But when you are surrounded by positive things all around you, it's really much easier. And so all mind, body, spirit click into place when environment is on your side. I hope you love that, and we have more home magic to come. Now, this is a time of immersion, that sense of like being in water, being really deep in something. And the same energy applies to the flow that you're going to create in your home. So one of the things that is very big, moving from Aquarius season into Pisces season, one of the things that's very big is technology and using technology to create more flow. Now, I love living in real life, not just living digitally, but all digital things can make our lives better if we use them in certain ways. So how can you use technology to make your life flow better, especially make your home flow better. So to give you an example, on this phone, I have an app to grow my sprouts, and it will guide me through all the things and give me all the reminders that I need to grow my sprouts. It is one of the coolest things. And I wouldn't be able to grow sprouts without this reminder because I would forget, and there's just too many things. So what can you use technology to do? Maybe you have a new calendar that you get. Maybe it's time to use an app to track habits, or maybe use an app to track your spending. There are so many great ways to use technology to make big changes. And this is a great time to look up and say, okay, I am going to either get an app, I'm going to get new software. Maybe you decide that you're going to get a robot vacuum, one of those little guys that just drives around your house and vacuums all day long. That can be epic. What is it for you that's going to make the biggest change? I highly recommend doing it because you will not regret it. Now, since this is a Pisces new moon, and Pisces is all about water, which is all the immersion, all the flow, it's time to make moon water. I have linked below a video all about how to do it, but the basic of it is just grab yourself a mason jar or any jar that you have, or even a big cup, and put a little lid on it, fill it with water and put it outside, and set an intention that the energy of the new moon is going to permeate this water, and leave it out overnight during the day and night of the new moon. Take it inside, and this fresh start, new moons are fresh starts. They're recharging. This fresh start water, this energy, charged up water, is going to be the best thing you can use to take a bath. You can toss some in your bath and use some in your cleaning. Use a cleaning spray you make from your moon water, or use some of your moon water to mop your floors. It's going to bring such a super boost to everything you do. Now, on the note of immersion, because as I said, this is going to be permeating everything we talk about, it is such a good time to set up a space or to elevate a space that you use at home to do your most important creative projects. So your most important creative project may be reading books, or it may be writing, it may be dancing, it may be yoga, it may be anything, cooking. You're going to take that space and elevate it. You're going to take that space and make it better. You may organize it. You may clean it. You may get new things that are going to make it more efficient and effective, like organizing tools, or you may get new plants. You may bring more life force into these spaces. This is what is going to give you more magnetism so that you're drawn to do the things that you love. I want you to feel naturally drawn to the areas where you can do the things that you love. That's going to make a big difference in your life. Now, love, much, much, much more love, is the overarching energy as spring approaches. And love in all ways. Romantic love, but also love for your life. Love and passion for the things that you're doing. Love for humanity. Love for your friends and family. Love for yourself. And this love is ultra magnetic. And in order to wake up more of that love-filled energy, start bringing more love into your space. And it could be as simple as buying yourself flowers every week. Buying yourself flowers can be an excellent habit that is sort of a toast to your self-love. If you have a favorite candle shop in your neighborhood, maybe you buy yourself a new candle every month and you burn it all month long. Pay special attention to special things you can bring into your bedroom, like flowers, like a candle, that can bring the life force and bring the sensory richness to a new level. When you smell things, when you can taste things, when you cook things, when you can touch things that are dynamic and rewarding and delicious and delightful, all of that is going to give you that immersive feeling. Remember, we want to be in this love. We want to feel this love everywhere. This is not an intellectual exercise. We want to really feel it. So those can be great ideas. Another thing you can do is a classic little feng shui tip, which I don't abide by very often, but I think for this season, it could be very helpful as we get toward more spring cleaning and spring activations in all ways. It can be very, very helpful to create a space if you are looking for love, to create a space, whether it's an empty drawer or space in your closet. Now, only make space in your closet or your drawers if you want someone to be spending more time in your actual home. Otherwise, that doesn't make sense. But if you want to create more space for more love, start decluttering. Start decluttering your bedroom. Start decluttering all of the things that feel burdensome so that you can be more open-hearted. So you don't have to create space in your closet or space in your drawers for another person to put their stuff if they're staying at your house, if you don't want anyone staying at your house. But decluttering in general can open up space for more love to come into your life. One other fun tip for this new moon that I think is something we can all consider, and it's very, very powerful, and that is to create a signature scent for your home or to buy one, find one. So you can create one by mixing up essential oils and doing a little laboratory in your house. If you have lots of essential oils, lots of you have a big collection, you can start mixing and matching and creating a signature scent that you make into a room spray, or maybe you make candles out of it, or you wear it, or all of the above. This signature scent can be so notable, and it's something that can have a ripple effect. I mean, you're going to be immersed in it all day long, and it's making you feel really good. But also when people visit, they'll associate you with that scent and that feeling, which is just another layer of magic in your life. Sensory richness is so powerful. Now, of course, you can go and buy a signature scent if you want. You can buy a room spray, you could buy a new perfume, you could buy something that's going to immerse you in this scent that you want to be your signature scent. And man, does it make a difference. It is something remarkable. If you think back to certain people in your life, whether you like their perfume or not, or like the cologne or not, do you have certain people you associate with different scents? And what about the people who have the perfect scent where it was just like, oh, this is the most divine scent ever? That's the idea here. Really search for natural scents. It doesn't have to be all essential oils, but there are cleaner fragrances that don't have hormone disruptors and all sorts of other things that are going to be way better for you and your home and your pets and your kids and everyone. So clean scents, signature scents, mix them up, and I think it's going to have a big impact. Setting an intention is a key part of every new moon. It's a new cycle of creativity. We get charged up, we reboot ourselves, and we get ready to get out into the world and make things happen in the month ahead. And this Pisces moon, again with immersion, is a time to tap into your emotions. So it is a great time to set at least one intention of all your intentions to feel better in some way, to do some emotional healing or even physical, where you are going to thrive more, where your life force is going to be higher, and where your heart can be more open. That can be a beautiful intention to include in your list. Of course, you have other goals, you have things that you want, put them all on your list. And if you want to supercharge all your manifesting for the month ahead, in video 3 of that free class that I mentioned, the Feng Shui manifesting class that's linked below, you'll learn to make a manifesting bowl, which will supercharge everything. And it's really fun. So you can have that in your home as well. We're building lots of steam right now with Jupiter and Mars coming out of their retrograde motion and bringing in lots of fortune, lots of opportunities, lots of flow, that flow forward. And the retrogrades starting, the Mercury retrograde, the Venus retrograde, are really upgrades. They don't slow you down as much as they upgrade everything. And so this is a time where life is in bloom. We're really cruising into springtime energy, everything waking up. Have so much fun with this, and I can't wait to hear what happens. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like it. I have made a point of liking every video I watch on YouTube that I like, so if you like this, please like it. It really helps the algorithm to get these videos out to more people, and I appreciate it so, so much. And leave comments. Let me know what you think. I'd really love to know what you're working on, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, because again, YouTube is really pushing this year. This whole channel is full of videos for you to explore, have a lot of fun, and I'll be back very soon with more.